Hi everybody, it's Stacey from Head to Heels. I hope you are all self-isolating and making the most of it like I am. I'm going to be producing tons of content while I'm off. Just for you and just to keep my sanity, and why not, right? I'm gonna fill the time somehow. Alright, so today I'm gonna bring you a makeup tutorial. It's not gonna be anything major. There's not gonna be like layers and layers of foundation and concealer and primers and whatever else those crazy people use. I'm on the aging side of things, so I've got all these little crevices that I just feel like all of that makeup highlights those little crevices. Alright, so let's get started. I've started out with Rimmel London Stay Matte primer. It's a cream primer. Just use a little bit of it and I put it between my two fingers and I hit my eyelids and under my eyes and my nose and my eyebrows and my forehead. It's got great coverage. Find a bottle I use pretty much every day. And a bottle generally lasts me well over a month anyway. And it's fairly inexpensive. Alright, next step is figuring out what I'm going to do for my makeup. I think I know, and I like to find things on Pinterest and copy them. So let me go to my Pinterest account and see my makeup board. All right, I found it. Something I've done several times, but I still like to have the photo up for reference. I'll show you guys what I got here. So this is what I'm gonna do. Hopefully you can see that. It's basically a lot of pinks and reds and oranges with a turquoise liquid liner. On top of a black liner, and let's get to it. You guys are privileged. Not everybody gets to see the no makeup face Stace. Alright, so I think I'm gonna start with my Urban Decay palette. So I just went out and got myself a little glass of water. This is the pigment palette. I'm not going to show you the state of it. It's kind of gross. I'm embarrassed. I haven't cleaned them in a while. And that's probably something I'll do on this quarantine. Okay, so first I'm going to start up top. So I've got the Urban Decay Electric palette. I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Naked Nudes. And probably, this is like a cheap little palette my mom got me. I think it's an e.l.f. palette or something. I don't really use it. The quality of the shadows aren't great, but I do use these for a little contour action over here and under here. So we'll be using that last, and I like the shimmers that are in this Born to be a Unicorn palette that I found at Winners. It's a very exciting palette. Very exciting indeed. Okay, so I'm gonna start by doing a nude all over on my lid. This is the brush that came with my Urban Decay full spectrum palette, Urban Decay full spectrum palette, which is also one of my favorites. They make awesome makeup. Alright, and I'm sitting away from my mirror, and typically I use glasses, so fingers crossed. I'm just gonna put this all up on my upper lid. Now I do have a hooded eyelid here, so there's going to be some tricks so that like it doesn't just hide all of the colors, and I'll walk you through them as I get there. Okay, so next step is going to be a little bit of yellow, which I will take from the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. And just do that lightly up here. because there's no yellow in the electric palette. Okay, I'm gonna come over to the electric palette and I'm gonna go for a little bit of orange. Just gonna take my Quo brushes that I get at Shoppers Drug Mart, my favorite spot for makeup. I'll make sure I get the water in there so it's not too mucky. Alright. I'm just gonna do this right in the crease and up a bit. And that's part of the trick, is to get it on the part of the lid that folds over so the color is not all hidden. And of course we'll be doing some blending when we're done as well. Get a little deeper orange in the crease here. I'm just putting like a very little amount of water on here, is why I keep dipping. If you dip your whole brush in, then you probably won't have to go back for more water. Then I'm going to do the pink. So I might go with the fuchsia. I'm so embarrassed about the state of this palette. I've got pan touched and everything. I should be on the Panborn Reddit link, which I'll probably do after I clean up the palette. Okay, so now we've got this nice fuchsia on the bottom of the electric palette that I love. It's my favorite color. It's the one that has been used the most. Second only to the lime green and the grass green, followed by the deep purple and the light pink and the silver. A little bit above that crease. Blend it with the orange. And since this is so close to purple anyway, I'm just going to use the same brush to do the purple. So, we've got all that. I'm going to go back and just touch my light brush with a bit of orange and just do my blending. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. Alright. I got all the colors that I need. Now I'm going to do my highlighting. So when I say highlighting, I mean my brow line and in through here. I find if you highlight in through here, it makes you look a little less tired. It spaces your eyes a little more. It covers all like the weird color blotches you get going on as you age, or maybe even before you age. Alright, so I'm gonna get that right up and under my arch. And what I'm using is the lightest shimmer on my True Naked CoverGirl palette. This is also the palette I use for my eyebrows. And I'm using the tight end of the brush. Okay, I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna go back to my Urban Decay palette here. The full spectrum. Just touching up the orange. Then I'm gonna touch up the yellow. Get her all blended in. Alright. That looks pretty darn good, I think. And great. So now I'm going to go with my little tiny little brush here. I don't know brush names. I'm very amateur. What's this? This is the Shadow Smudger brush. I'm going to see what color I already have on it, which is black. Because it is the one I use most to like do my blacks when I do it. Okay. Going back for the Urban Decay electric palette, which I'm going to smudge the dark purple under my eye I'm not gonna bring it all the way over to my crest, or whatever is this, the tear duct. La la la. Alright, get that on there. Alright, so now I like to take my black eyeliner, my eyeliner crayon, they call it. I'm one of those people that makes faces when I do my makeup, so I'm just doing under my waterline, my top waterline. And I'm just gonna do a quarter of my lower waterline. Already, you see a huge difference. Okay, so now, so like my nails, I'm going to do my little bit of contouring over here. I like to mix these colors. I'm in no way, shape, or form trained as a makeup artist. This is just my general daily thing. So there could be things that people are like, oh my god, I can't believe she did that in that order. Whatevs, it works for me. You do what works for you. Alright, so I like to mix this light pink with the dark and the medium dark here and just put it right in my crease. And drag it around over here. Down under here like a little beard. I'm doing my jawline and underneath my double chin. And do the same over here. Down the jawline, under my double chin. I call it my triple chin actually. And I'm gonna do my temples and just up around my forehead line. Alright, that looks good. I'm very pleased. I'm beautiful yet. Alright, next I'm going for my Revlon Photo Ready Insta Fix. I'm very pale. I got the second to lightest one. It's a 110 Ivory is what it's called. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I don't have any drippage, and woohoo, I dropped it. Story of my life. I'm super graceful like an ox. Graceful like an ox. I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, lightly 1, and then a big ass circle. And I just use my hands to rub it all in. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but a motorcycle just went by. It's very cold here in Nova Scotia. It's probably 5 above 0 Celsius. We are waiting until it's very close to the double digits to get out on hours, which it looks like it's going to be 9 degrees above 0 Celsius on Saturday. So that could be my first bike ride of the season. I'm very excited. Alright, let's get this blended. I just like to rub. So just a light amount. Again, I'm trying to like not get too much into my creases or anything. And I think that looks pretty good. And it even blend in the little bit of contouring we did. There. Alright, next up, eyebrows. I use an angled Quo brush. What's it for? Hey, it's actually a brow liner. Who knew? Again, using the CoverGirl True Naked Nudes palette, and I use a combo of the dark color and the lighter brown color. Neither have shimmer to it. I do both sides of the brush with both colors, and then I tap it to get the excess off. And then I go back at it again. Kind of helps mix the two pigments as well. I find if it's a little dark in here, that's better, and then make it the lighter color throughout the brow, because if not, you'll be able to see where your drawing starts. Alright, some people are probably going to be appalled at the way I do this, but for me this is a quick, easy way to do my eyebrows. I do notice as I get older I have to pluck less, and the actual color of the brow is much lighter than it used to be, and I'm always amazed at the difference it actually makes in your appearance. So I'm going to do my one brow and then we'll have a look and see how big of a difference it actually makes. It's very exciting. Never done this for anyone else before. All right. Then, so I just start with an angle and I work with the natural shape of my brow. And I'd start underneath to outline the actual shape I want. And then I drag it down a little bit over here and fill in the gaps. Look at that. Need a little bit more darkness on the inside. See? Makes like a huge difference. Maybe what I'll do for the rest of this tutorial is just show you half and then half, and then we'll see what a difference things like liquid liner and mascara make. I remember I was very much a tomboy as a child. I didn't wear a dress until I was probably 30, willingly. And it wasn't until, gosh, I had started working at a bank and I actually came to terms that I was a woman and started enjoying my body and making it sexy. So I've only been playing with makeup and stuff for 12 years, which most women my age have been doing it since they were like 12 or 13. So this is just me. You're getting the full Stacy. The full Stacy deal. Since I'm on quarantine, I did make it to the liquor store. I'm not much of an apple cider fan, but I love fruit ciders. Alright, so I'm using the Revlon Color Stay liquid liner. Again, most of my products are from the drugstore. Once in a while I'll make a find at Winners, or I'll spring for an Urban Decay palette. It's hard not to. They're so beautiful. Okay, so for the liquid liner, I do a cat eye. I love my cat eyes. So I line it up with the bottom of my eye, especially where I got the hood. If you do a hooded eye wrong with liquid liner, it looks kind of dumb. This is my first time doing a tutorial. I usually do this in front of my bathroom mirror, and it's a little bit different. I think on my Gavin dried my liner. This stuff kind of goes on like a mild liquid latex. I've found other ones. I think it's Maybelline that you can put on and just like peel it off. It's like a liquid latex kind of deal. This is like almost that. And I like to get as close to my lash line as I can. Get it on as evenly as possible. One good thing about this style of liquid liner is that because it peels off, you can wait till it dries and kind of peel it off and start over, but it doesn't come all the way off. You can just basically hide your mistake. Alright, so I did mess it up a little bit through here, so I went and grabbed a Q-tip, and I'm just gonna dip it in a little bit of water here. Try my best to remove the excess without making too much of a mess. Should be able to work with that, especially since I'm going to be putting a turquoise line over top. Alright. Let's do that. This is a very old product that I bought 150 years ago at Shoppers Drug Mart, and it's lasted forever, and I can't believe they took it off the market, especially now that liquid liners are back in. That's how old it was. I bought this when they were in the first time. That was like the early 2000s. Alright, so of course you want to be careful about how much is on your little brush. And I like to make it as flat as I can. I don't know if you can see that, but then start on the outside and work my way in. This stuff is like a gel as well, so try not to get it onto your eyebrow or eyelashes, sorry. It will clump them together. Trying to keep it as close to the black liner as I can. And you got to be careful with this stuff too, because it takes a minute to dry. And then if it doesn't dry, especially where I've got the hooded lids, it does transfer up onto it. So I really got to be careful. Then I'm going to fix up my little wing on the side here, my little wing dang. Wang dang dang. Am I the only one my age excited that the dark brown lipstick is coming back in? I used to love my mocha colors. Oh, not that I have anything against a nice red. I love a nice red lipstick. Okay, I think that's dry. So I will continue on to my mascara. I like to start from the side and work my way in. I've tried false eyelashes. I've tried. It doesn't work. It's just the worst. Alright. Pull them up, make them long. I like to have them nice and long on the corners, and then I just put a little bit on the insides. Oops. I just hit myself in the face with the brush, but no biggie. You wait for it to dry, you take your Q-tip and deal with it after. If you try and do it with it wet, it will just smear everywhere. We don't need it smeared, we just don't. Smears are for cream cheese. Speaking of cheese, this thing, just call me Captain Wisconsin because I'm full of cheese. Okay, that is one eye done. Not too bad. Good from far, far from good. But you see the difference that it can make, like with your appearance, to color in your lids and your lashes and your brows, I mean, not just your lids. Let's see if I can do better on this eye with the liquid liner. So that should be dry. Time to try out the sky again. That's a mess. In an awkward way. Like I said, I don't normally do my makeup like this. I'm usually standing in front of a mirror, both hands free. Not today. And once again, oh, I didn't do my eyebrow. I gotta do my eyebrow. And I still have powder left over from the first eyebrow, so I didn't have to mix them again. And then you turn your brush the other way, and again, start on the inside and work your way out and try and like kind of line them up. But remember, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. That's like the best life advice anyone has ever given me. Saves me when I'm plucking, it saves me when I'm drawing them in. Sisters, not twins, and I kind of have the same philosophy with the liquid liner. I didn't realize how much harder holding a mirror makes doing your makeup. Note to self. Alright. And then Voluminous Feline, made by L'Oreal in the blackest black. Not gonna lie, totally bought it because of the leopard print. I've got problems. Again, starting with the outside, just lift, lift, lift. Well, definitely not my best work, but it's still much better than when I started. Alright, so that being said, I'm going to, jeez, somebody likes them trucks loud. Time for some blush. This is the Physicians Formula Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush in Rose. I like them because it's got a little bit of all of the colors in there. Again, I like to use things to the bitter end, so it is very much touching pan. And I've got a round face. I find that a lot of the makeup tutorials aren't made for people with round faces like me. So I might be putting the blush on in the wrong spot, but I like how it looks. Fantastic, look at that. Now, let me go find some lipstick. I think I'm gonna go with the pink today. All right, I'm back with my CoverGirl lipstick. Whoopsie! It is called Spellbound, number 325. It's a nice fuchsia pink color, very similar to the fuchsia in the Electric Palettes thing. Also, since I've been aging, I got these little creases around my lips here, so I don't like to like cake on the lipstick anymore. You know what I'm gonna try? I saw this in a tutorial the other day. I'm gonna highlight my upper lip, see what happens. I'm gonna do it with this guy. I've got a nice like pinky shimmer here. Just gonna do my Cupid's bow. See what happens. We'll see what happens. So I used to like trace it on my lips. Now I just kind of do a little bit down here, a little bit down there. Make sure I don't get any on my teeth. And I think I'm done. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, and you come back for some more watch-ins. Thank you. Stacy from Head to Heels. I'll see y'all later. Let me know what you think of my video down below, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button for me. And if you want even more Stacy, check out Head to Heels on Instagram, Reddit, and my brand new Patreon page for those who would like to support us. Stay safe. Bye!